I2 is now recording. Hippo, give me a talkity talk just so I can see your...
Talk, it's only talk.
And when I talk, it goes up to here.
It's only talk. It's only talk.
It's only talk. Cheap talk.
Back talk.
Back talk.
Oh, yeah.
Woo, blah, blah.
These are the words of little D this time.
All right.
Dialogue, duologue, diatribe.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Common Ground Podcast, your favorite podcast where we talk about your favorite format, Paupers, episode 41. We got some hot takes for you we're going to read from our listeners. I am Cameron Schindler, your co-host, joined as always by two lovely co-hosts. The Thomas, I don't know where your location is, Gun.
Boulder, Colorado.
Boulder Dash.
On my way back home to you.
Boulder Dash. Oh, Boulder Dash. Yay, on Friday?
Yeah, I'll be home on Friday.
Exciting. Friday night. Are you getting home Friday night?
Indeed.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, you're going to be tired. We're going to jam some karaoke. Also joined by my lovely co-host, the master of brood skills.
I don't know about that.
James Hippo Hieronymus.
This is a new development.
It's not development at all. The deck doesn't do anything.
It doesn't.
We just played some test games. We're like, wow, this deck is awful sometimes. Did brood scale win any of our test games?
One game.
Won one game.
Yeah,
Nice.
it was one game for you.
Master pilot. Oh yeah, you're right. Very, very masterfully.
And I'm right here on your couch, Cameron.
Yes.
In case you want to know my location.
Yep, I know your location. How are you doing?
I am peachy.
Halfway through the week.
Not even halfway through the week, which is concerning.
I'm halfway. I start on Sunday and I end on Thursday, so halfway for me.
Nice.
Nice. You're like I said, I'm excited to see you though, Thomas. We're gonna do some karaoke. You got some songs picked out?
I do have some songs picked out. I'm very excited. I have one just for you,
two
Cameron.
Green Day songs. Oh, that makes me happy. That makes me really excited. Keep it a surprise. I have two Green Day songs. I should do a Green Day song for Thomas. So there's two ones I'm debating on.
Hell yeah.
So you'll have to
it's
wait.
Gonna be a good time.
Alrighty. Shall we just dive in with the first hot takes?
I have one quick thing to say before we get started, if I may.
Oh yes, NRGs.
Yeah. Oh yeah, let's not forget NRG Louisville coming up this coming weekend. It's like a few days away. It's literally the Sunday, September 15th. We got a Pauper 1K that NRG is hosting. Thanks to our friend of the pod, Spencer, and us, and several other individuals. Shout out to Mark at NRG. They made this happen. We got a 1K, and we're just a handful of pre-registrations away from making sure that the event fires. So if you haven't pre-registered and you're interested in playing in Louisville on Sunday, then come on down. It's going to be a good time. We'll be there, or at least two out of the three of us will be there, and Cameron will be there in spirit. It's going to be a good time. We're going to play our Game Cave monthly, and then head right up. James and I and a few friends will just head right up. We got an Airbnb, and then we're going to just be there and go play Pauper on Sunday morning. It's going to be great. I'm really looking forward to it.
Blast.
I am also looking forward to it. I think I finally figured out what I'm playing, too.
Ooh,
I can't wait to chat. Also, I am in an Airbnb that is in the same building as that the host lives in. So I'm just making sure my volume is a little bit more moderate today. Which
you sounded really quiet.
Yeah, it's me. I'm
dude, you're ruining our content.
I have myself turned up on my end, so for editing, it'll work just fine. But dude, I'm just being extra respectful of the host. That it might not line up well for what we're talking about today, though.
I'll be extra loud and annoying than normal. Like I'm normally at like a 7. I'm normally like a 6 on my normal see me level of loudness and annoyingness. On the podcast, I dial that 6 up to an 8. Yeah, I'm gonna be 10. I'm gonna be awful this episode. Unbearable, some might say.
Please don't leave me so many donkeys to edit.
Yeah, no, I won't. Shall we just get dived into the hottest of takes?
Let's do it.
Do we each want to just like take turns reading one, or how do we want to do this, y'all?
Sure, that sounds good to me.
You want to start us off, Air Chief?
All right, I got one from Rusty. I'll refrain from last names. Don't want to dox anybody. For the hot take episode, they say, Card Clan Shaman has gone from format guardrail to fun police. Toxin analysis is too efficient alongside one of Pauper's unique cards. as evidenced by both the premier mid-range and combo deck using it. Banning Cart Clan Shaman would temper 2 of top 3 decks and increase the viability of most other decks. That is a hot take. I like this. We're starting
This
hot.
is, in fact, a hot take.
Very hot indeed.
My first thoughts are, well, I guess it's kind of, this is a little hard. Maybe it's something we didn't think through, because I don't want to just like trash somebody's opinion when they're not here to defend it kind of thing. But I'm trying to think of like what I feel like Cart Clan Shaman keeps in check, like the Kadoltha red aggressive deck just like slamming at you, and like the 1-2 punch of Cart Clan Shaman and Toxin Analysis I think is okay when it's like you have to spend 3 cards because Cart Clan, the Toxin Analysis, and whatever you're sacking it just to wipe like Ponza's board or whatever.
Realistically, how many copies of Toxin Analysis are people playing?
Like one,
like 3,
like Luffy, like Luffy
75.
was like played 3, yeah, and like the 75
Yeah.
that was like on the top end. I think it might be more of if you're a Gruul player. I'm not referring to Rusty as a Gruul player or anything specifically, but like people that play Gruul Pawns in the format of Gruul Monsters, if they've been casting, they can just load up on the board. Nothing's stopping you before from like, here's my giant board, but now it's like, if they can just sack 1 artifact and a Toxic Analysis and wipe your board, you gotta like almost play the old school Modern, where if you're the aggressor, it's like, well, I gotta just push in enough to force the board wipe. Then I have my backup ready to go.
Yeah,
kind of thing. What are y'all's takes on this?
I'm right there with you. I think this is like, I can say realistically, how many copies of people or of Toxin Analysis are people playing? Because I think Toxin Analysis is like the issue here. Because otherwise, like, how many artifacts are you sacking to like Wrath an X5? Like, that's a lot.
And Writhing Crystal is just outgrows.
I've had it happen
so
against
quick.
me.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I'm not saying you can't. I'm just saying that
I
it
have Kill
requires you
Terrors
to
with it,
expend a ton of resources into doing such.
Like a little bit you earned it kind of thing, you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, without Toxin Analysis
I think
specifically.
I think that the Cart Clan Shaman Toxin Analysis combo falls in the category of like some of the feel bads that exist in the format, just exist in every high powered Magic format at some form or another, and this is just one of Pauper's. And when you get owned by it a bunch, it does suck and can get your blood boiling for sure. But in terms of power level, I think it's still totally fine. I think maybe if you had 1 or 2 more ways printed into the format to like abuse with Cart Clan Shaman, then I'm definitely interested in having a ban discussion at that point.
Well,
but right now, I think this is like a neat trick. So I'm mostly with you guys.
and either like Brood Scale or if they're not the only decks playing this combination either. It's like the new Garden Shell
Pestilence
is playing it with Crypt Rats. Crypt Rats doing the exact same thing.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. Crypt Rats has been in the format forever, and I'm curious what when you say where to go, and increase the viability of most other decks, like what decks would pop up that wouldn't have like the same effect with like Fiery Cannonade or Drowned Sorrow or something similar.
The fact that this is like main deckable and it's only like requiring like 2 slots in your entire deck is like kind of the thing.
But I feel like if this was gone, and like Crypt Rats is
the comparison that the example that you gave against Gruul is a really good reason why like things like Drowned in Sorrow and Fire Cannonade are not just in a 1-to-1 swap with this, because those can't deal with like the monsters themselves.
Fair. And we didn't even like mention the fact that it's like this doesn't hit flyers, and it's like
Right.
Mono Blue Fae is popping right back up again. Then we see Delvers and stuff, and there's a bunch.
I guess
flying.
I guess if you hate Cart Clan Shaman, play fairies. I don't know.
Yeah,
I think that was the key from, as we'll mention later, from this past weekend's challenge.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Thomas, do you have the emails pulled up, or do you want?
No, I want
next one.
No, I want the emails blind. I have a couple from non-email sources.
Oh, okay. Me too.
Well, hand me one.
There you go. Oh, Thomas, you know what I'm most excited about you to see me in person? You get to witness the power of the stash in person.
I do. Right away.
You can't fall in love with me though.
All right.
Well, you can't tell me what to do.
I like the well.
All right. Our next hot takes comes from Joel. And Joel says, "Hey, Common Ground gang, love the pod. Thank you. I have a hot take for your upcoming episode." It says, "Pre-banning Cranial Ram was a massive mistake. The card was obviously broken and should have been banned eventually, but doing it before the community had a chance to play with it deprives us of the opportunity to see what Ram decks would look like. Would they be Grixis or would they be straight Rakdos? And how would the top players have combated the Ram decks? That's useful knowledge that the community and WotC were denied, all because of fears that it would ruin Paupergeddon, as if the format would die if that one tournament sucked. Love the show. Keep making more."
I could tell you how they'd combat it. All that dust. Like we know how people
It would be all
combat
All
it.
this dust is all this dust?
Oh, all this dust dusted us. Dusted
I was
us.
like, all this dust, wow.
I did that last episode too, didn't
Oh
I?
yeah, dusted.
But
is silly.
it's like we know how people combat artifact decks. That's not fun to figure out. But I go back and forth on this one. Thomas, I want to hear your thoughts on this because you were excited.
I mean, I'm dancing over here, just like there are dozens of us. There are dozens. Just like I felt pretty like in the minority when we were talking about MH3 coming out and Cranial Ram getting like banned or would it get pre-banned and like all this stuff, and like I was definitely more in the camp of let's just let it fly, and if we got to ban it in a couple weeks, oh well. Like I can definitely sympathize with that. I would love to have seen what the format would be. I do agree that it might have been pretty like Cranial Ram heavy. It probably would be similar to how like MH3 came out in Modern and Nadu was everywhere and all that sort of stuff. Like it might have been kind of similar. Obviously not a different type of playstyle and deck than Nadu in Modern, but like that kind of like oppressiveness, I would not have been surprised if that would have been the case. And it would have been interesting to see, but I personally am kind of neither here nor there that they did it or didn't. It's not really the best opinion to have during a hot takes episode, but I would have loved to have seen them at least give it a try and then be able to like pull the trigger whenever they wanted if they really needed to, which they definitely would have needed to, I think.
I feel like this would be, I like your point to Nadu. I feel like this would just be just as format warping as Nadu, not to the extent where it's like Modern was a one deck format of Nadu. There, you should have just played Nadu. And there wasn't Nadu in deck that beats Nadu. With Affinity, I can see there being Affinity and then just some deck that is just mainboarded to murder Affinity, whether it's 40 Glamours or 3 Dust to Dust main. And it ruining one tournament, that being Paupergeddon, might be a bigger deal than we think because that's really Pauper's biggest podium. And that's where people from Wizards of the Coast go down there, and like Gavin Verhey goes down there. Of course, Gavin's not going to stop hating Pauper if it's a 2-deck format, but maybe that was like Will Hall's first, some former alumni guest of the pod. There we go. And,
Just a guess.
Common Ground
alumni,
sure.
Common Ground alumni. Will Hall, he ends up liking Pauper, when as like if it was Cranial Ram and it was just that deck dominating, he might have been like, wow, this format sucks, and like not care. We never have him on the show, and we don't get him like retweeting or trying to push Pauper events because he loves pushing paper events like this. So like, I don't know. I feel like it ruining Paupergeddon could be a bigger hit than the format than we think, because we're at a stage where Pauper, it's like, man, we could really like, let's grow this thing, like,
Okay, so my counter to that is how far like past an event do people look at for results? Like how many weeks down the line are we looking at for the health of a format?
What do you mean?
Like say that Cranial Ram was legal for Paupergeddon or whatever, and then say 2 weeks later it gets banned.
Yeah, but that might have been like somebody not paying attention to Pauper anymore. Like Will Hall like got home and he said he like built a bunch of Pauper decks or ordered a few Pauper decks. Like that wouldn't just happen if he ended up hating the format, kind of thing. And I'm using Will as a stand-in for maybe a lot of people.
I think that's just your own personal perspective on it. I mean, somebody also could have looked at that and been like, "Man, that card's really powerful. I want to play with it."
Yeah, that's true. That's fair.
That's what I said.
That's what I said. That person emailed. That's true. That is true. But that is a good point. Like someone could look at that.
Because I'm in Thomas's camp. I wanted to play with Cranial Ram.
But the people that wanted to play with it probably already played Pauper.
Yeah. But James, you were also.
I was also totally willing.
Yeah.
I was also totally willing to just let it get. Let it be gone in 2 weeks. Like
Yeah.
I just want to play like one. I just wanted to play like one event with it.
Same here. I wanted to play like one weekly with it, and think about it. Everybody would have showed up with that deck.
Yeah, you would just been like, "How do I beat the mirror?"
And
or
that
the
sounds
pseudo-mirror?
horrendous. That doesn't sound fun. Like in retrospect, it's like, okay, I wanted to play with it for like one of our Game Cave monthlies. I don't want to play against a mirror 4 times. I want you to play like Cog Gates and let me just run you over.
Yeah, but that's just not. But we also play. I feel like we play in a pretty competitive like Pauper area. Like, like some of the people we play with are pretty competitive, so they like will get on the bus of like what's what's like the hotness. They'll play it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We would probably just play the mirror.
It would
and
have
I
been
don't
a fair
want to
amount
do
of
that.
a fair amount of mirrors,
Except for poor Hunter playing Cycling Storm, and I'll just play Cranial Ram.
He just
yeah. No,
run people over.
I also wish this would have had an opportunity to see the light of day, just for like again, not for very long, but it would have been cool to see it nonetheless.
Yeah, but y'all aren't like bitter at the fact it was like banned before Pauper again. Like you weren't like, this is like an injustice or like a injustice.
It was
unprecedented.
It's an unprecedented action that happened, and like at least in the our format's history. But like Gavin had an incredible write up about it or video and like all that stuff. Like the Pauper format panel has been so good to us.
Yeah,
I mean, it was already said that they were like looking at it for that purpose, anyways. Like literally before the card was even spoiled, they're like, this card may not even make it to like see the light of the format.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like it was a wild thing that was going to happen. I mean, or wild thing that it did happen. It's like we knew that it was very likely for that was going to be the case.
Yeah,
I agree. I remember we took bets. We took bets on like how long it would get banned, and I was very like, you guys were like, 3 weeks to a month, and I'm like, a week. I'm like, I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, none of us got it without going over.
Yep, that's true. Yeah, that is true.
Playing by a Wheel of Fortune
I
rules.
wouldn't. I didn't even guess that. Like, I didn't
Price
see
is
that
Right
coming at
rules.
all. Yeah, I didn't.
Our prices are Wheel of Fortune. Jesus, whatever those daytime television game shows.
CRAN. I'd like to solve. Cranial Ram is pre-banned.
That's.
I got a hot
I'd
take
like
for
to buy a
y'all.
vowel. I'd like to buy A.
Hit me.
This one comes in from Hinahara. This is a hot take. Boggles is a harder deck to play than Gardens.
Actually,
I
I'm ready.
kind of agree with
I'm ready
this.
to slightly defend this.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
ready to
same,
slightly defend
same.
this.
I want to hear what you have to say, James.
And here's my reason for that. Your mulligan decisions matter a whole hell of a lot more with Boggles than they do with Gardens, I think. Because I mean, think about what Gardens is. The deck is removal spells, removal spells, draw spells,
Game
draw
ender.
spells,
Game
like
ender.
5 creatures.
Like value creature. Yeah.
Dude, I gotta find my lands.
Yeah, so you just have to, I mean, and also like you have 4 land cyclers too. I mean, like you have, like your deck is just a bunch of redundancy. Like there's so many hands in the deck you can just keep because they're just all. Every hand looks like a medium pile of cards, right?
Yeah.
Like every single hand looks like that.
I think Sync with Sync can be a little trickier.
Sure,
in-
I just,
in,
but I think,
decks.
but I think the hardest part of Magic in general is mulliganing. I think that is the most undersold part of the game. Is how important mulliganing is.
Just
and I
mulligan
think
to a hexproof creature. It's easy.
that's not necessarily. the
That's
case.
not.
Yes,
it's
it
not quite.
is.
It's not quite that. No, it's so much more than that. You have to
So,
have the
okay,
right
in
combination
certain-
of auras for the right matchup. You need to
Yes,
have like a
but
sideboard hate
going in
piece
the
plus
blind-
action that's good enough to keep the hand. Like there's so many important
Going-
decisions.
Going in the blind, you want hexproof creature aura, and then you keep a medium to great hand based on that. I think that's easy.
Okay, well let's get away from the mulligan decisions because you also have to
Okay.
decide how. You also have to decide how to sequence your auras. You have to decide when to attack if you are the beatdown in the matchup.
Don't
and-
play Daybreak Coronet first. Need
Well-
another enchantment.
Well, Daybreak.
Well, I mean,
it's not going to work here.
I know.
What's
I'm
what's
just
what's
playing.
Daybreak Coronet?
Yeah, I'm just goofing. New shoe goof. New boot goofing.
You can't even do that.
No, I know. That's back in my day.
Back in all of our
Pauper,
days.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we were all Boggle people.
No,
weren't
I
we?
was no.
Oh, okay.
I was very much the anti.
Don't count
I was a
me
Boggle
with
boy.
it.
I was a Boggle boy too.
I was doing everything opposite the Boggles.
As a Boggle lover, I think it is a little heinous I have not played this deck yet in Pauper.
I purchased it, so therefore I can.
Maybe I should play Boggles.
There you go.
Right in.
Yeah, I should give it a spin one of these days.
Also, I think like sideboarding with this deck is a little bit more difficult as well.
I can agree with that.
Because, I mean, your answers are obviously way less flexible because you're playing a very niche style of deck. So, I mean, we've seen things like the Infect package recently, but we've also got the, like, super targeted hate sideboard card, or it's like River Boa and the, like, Standard Bearer and Crimson Acolytes and things like that. So, I mean, I think sideboarding with this deck's also pretty difficult. It's like, how many of my hexproof creatures am I taking out? So many of these things, you know. So
once I was just saying, like, Gardens has like a lot of sequencing that can be a little tricky. When I've seen like newer to Pauper players, and for some reason, somebody, including myself, like handed some newer people Gardens, and like just seeing them playing a Thorn of the Black Rose like way too early, when like their opponent could just take the Monarch back really easy, and they struggle to get it back. And it's like, that's like an obvious one. And it's like, okay, once you know that, it's pretty good. But even just like sequencing like removal spells, like knowing when to use which ones first if you have an option, because it's not always about like, okay, use the most expensive ones out, but it's like, do I cast down or defile this one? Well, maybe I cast down it here because like the defile, like I cast down the troll and save my defile for something else, and like suffer the deadliest spew. I don't know, weird example, but a lot of like from use lucky paper thing, a lot of like tactical thinking.
There you go. Yeah, good couple of episodes.
But I really enjoyed that one. But I feel like that deck's like very tactical thinking, where it's like a lot of situations coming up. But then I think about Boggles, and I can imagine that being the same. Like
it is, yeah.
Which aura you want to equip when.
Sure.
And then like knowing with, and I feel like one of the hardest parts of Gardens is like, when do I tap out and put the pressure? Is it safe to tap out and put the pressure here too? Which is very, very tricky. And that's something I like to think I'm pretty all right with Gardens. And that's something I've messed up quite a bit, is like, and especially now that the deck plays Writhing Chrysalis, it's like, okay, is this a turn I can tap out and play Writhing Chrysalis, even though I don't have the Snuff Out or Spinning Darkness in hand?
I also, so on another argument on the Boggle side, is this interaction we were just talking about with the toxin analysis, Clark Crane Shaman, that really hoses Boggles, however you want to pronounce it. I mean,
that's the hot take.
I mean, I think
how to pronounce it.
I mean, so because they're going to deploy their like 1-2 creatures that they have, and then if those get blown up, like, well, what are they supposed to do? They're just going to sit there and die.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, that combination of cards is also really oppressive for that deck. But like, you also have to worry about like all the number of edicts effects there are in the format, or how many different, from whatever deck's going to play different pieces of interaction that you to fight against. And I think
but just like sequencing, I think once you have that knowledge unlocked, it's there. Like, it's not something that's on the forefront of your mind. Like, it's like, do I got to play around the edict here and do this here now? But it's like, once you know you're playing against a black deck, it's like, I should play this Cartouche first and get another body to sacrifice to a Tithing Blade. Yeah,
I was about to say that. I'm just saying, like, in general, like, like say the deck is like I guess this question is also assuming that like somebody new is picking up either one of these decks, like somebody that's never played either of these decks is picking up one, saying which one is harder to win, like harder to play and win with over the course of a tournament. I think
Gardens.
Again, I think just having access to so many removal spells has got to like give you some kind of crutch to the format too.
I feel like it's very paralyzing, and then trying to win is hard with that. I wouldn't give someone new to the format unless like they play a ton of Magic already, and I wouldn't just hand them Gardens.
Oh, I wouldn't recommend handing Gardens to them. I think the deck is just naturally slow.
Yeah, exactly. That's
I'm not. But
even someone who does play a ton of Magic, we've handed friends that play a ton of Magic and I think are very competent Magic players.
Yeah.
And we've handed them Gardens, like our buddy Devin. Like, I think Devin's a very good Magic player. And he's an insane lands pilot, and that deck is incredibly difficult in Legacy. A Legacy lands pilot. That deck's very, very, very hard to pilot. I played it once against him, and I was like paralyzed in decisions. I'm like, what do I do? And
just gotta play more Legacy.
And And handed him gardens in the deck. We start like, we just like, black green draw. Oh, there's Devin at time again drawing. Love you,
Oh,
buddy.
look, both our friends that we both handed the deck to got paired against each other. Draw.
Okay, so let me ask you, if someone knew my buddy who's coming Friday, but he's playing Saturday.
Yeah.
He's coming, and if my choices were hand him Gardens or Boggles, what should I hand him? Completely new to Pauper.
Oof.
And not as invested.
Okay,
Oh,
let me. Okay,
that is a good
I'll-
question to break this.
I'll fight
The answer's
on
Boggles.
Cameron's side with this one. It is way easier to explain what Boggles does, and go, this is your game plan. Do this thing.
So is Gardens, I could explain. You kill everything, and when you're done killing everything, play something that wins you the game.
I think going
you an-
A plus B equals win target game is way easier.
My A plus B is removal. And then Avenging Hunter.
I think if you looked at him as somebody who was like
I like how
super
you're agreeing with
invested-
me and I'm still arguing.
I know. I think if you look at someone and was just like who's not super invested in Magic, and you just go, "This is what Boggles is, A plus B," I think you're going to be okay.
Yeah.
Versus going, "Oh, this is Gardens. You need to play this amount of removal spells and never make sure that nothing ever resolves, and you need to make sure that you cantrip correctly and all these things."
Oh my God.
Yes, I'm now on your side of this.
Oh God. Okay. All right. Touche.
Side tangent. What would you hand them, Thomas?
I would hand them Boggles. Next.
Point Cameron. In high school, we were doing like a mock debate thing, and like mock legislature or whatever. We had to like vote on bills, and everybody had to make their own bill.
Legislature.
Nice.
Legislature, and someone did the legalization of marijuana, of course, and you gotta choose to argue against it or for it, and I chose to argue against it. I was against it at the time. And then it came to voting, and I raised my hand to legalize it. And the person I was arguing with, like, why were you arguing so much? And I'm like, you changed my mind. And I'm like, I agree with you now. It was so funny. But that person was like, what is your problem? Why did you argue with me and then vote the same thing? And I'm like,
It's the whole. We're here to learn to debate.
yeah, exactly. It's like, I don't know. It was fun.
Oh my God.
All right. That was a fun one. I like that one. That one was funny.
Give us another one, Cameron.
Alrighty. Yeah, I didn't say one yet. Oh, I'm in Google Drive, not in Mail.
Jesus Christ.
You read the
Holy
cranial
crap.
ran, so I'm gonna ran one. You.
Oh, that was his. Sorry.
Here. I'll read.
You read Andy's.
Yeah.
Okay.
Friend of the pod, Andy, texted me. For my hot take, I want to just email you a picture of a beta sinkhole and a him the Torok, Quentin Hoover art. That's his hot take.
Wait.
Okay. So to explain, Andy will play with the oldest version of a card that is humanly possible.
Bought alpha.
So for this team trios event that I played, because he was on my team for the team trios event, he was our legacy player, and he literally was willing to not play the 75 that he registered because he did not have a singular copy of Animate Dead that matched the rest of them.
So he bought
Because he's
alpha.
got 3 beta or beta. No, I'm sorry, they're 4 and black border ones. He's got 3 4 and black border ones and didn't have a fourth one. And he's like, well, all right, I guess I just need to buy another one. I'm like, you're fucking insane. You're gonna have to donkey that. Sorry.
So his hot take is to unban Sinkhole and
We went over this absolutely.
only
not.
the Quentin Hoover art though.
Only the
And the
Quentin
Torok.
Hoover art. I
Which
don't
one's
know.
that one?
of him.
Yeah,
It's probably the wolf one.
it better be the wolf one.
I also have some Andy hot takes. If
Oh my
y'all-
God. What are your thoughts on this?
Oh, I'm sorry.
on Sinkhole?
Oh, him the Turok, the Quentin Hoover art's like the mage with a cloak.
That is a good
basically.
one.
No, it's the Tool Wolves, because inside you there are Tool Wolves, and you're discarding two
Donkey!
cards.
And you're discarding them both.
Guys, sword. Sorry. Yeah, inside you there's two wolves. And is that a meme already?
I don't know.
I'm posting that on Twitter with a little
Do
wolf
it.
picture. Inside you there are two wolves, and you're discarding both of them. That's funny.
I
Okay.
think him to Torok should stay on the ban list.
I agree. I think we've had this conversation before.
We have.
We
And-
have.
Just Andy, it's
becoming
miserable.
a meme.
It's miserable.
Well, if you want
That's it.
if you want a fun list of other cards that Andy thinks should be in Pauper, his hot take was that these are my he's like another hot take is that these downshifts are brilliant. I'm gonna
Same.
pick,
I also have a list.
Yeah, it might be the same list. I'm gonna
Probably.
pick a bunch of these. I want like a rapid fire, quick reaction from each of you.
Oh,
all right?
okay. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Knight of Meadow Grain, white 2/2, first strike, lifelink.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, it's fine.
Birth of
I have the same
Meletus.
list.
Birth of Meletus, 1 and a white, enchantment saga.
That card's fine.
Go
card's
get a
fine.
plains, chapter 2, make an 0/4, chapter 3, gain 2 life.
Yeah, that's fine.
Factor
Be
Fiction,
really good against red.
which I think we talked about
Yes.
before.
No, absolutely not. Are you crazy?
Yeah, that'd be too good. That's pretty cool. Deep Analysis draws 4.
You seriously want Factor Fiction in
Over
a
6
format
mana.
available with Sunscape Familiar? You are absolutely out of your mind.
Oh, good point.
No, sir.
That'd be pretty
That
cool,
sounds
though.
fun, though.
Yeah, I agree.
Barter in Blood, 2 black. I believe it's a sorcery. Each player sacrifices 2
Player
creatures.
sacks two creatures.
2 black,
That's
black.
fine.
Yeah, that's super fine.
Unburial Rites, 4 and a black, reanimated creature, flashback for 3 and a white.
No,
No.
that's too much value.
We have Dread Return.
Yeah.
We have Dread Return.
It
Yeah,
probably just
but-
wouldn't do anything. We have
Unburial Rights. You know what?
We have Exhume in the format. It probably wouldn't do anything.
Yeah, I was thinking of a fair Unburial Rights.
No. Unburial Rights is fine.
Beetleback Chief, 2 red, 2/2, comes into play with 2 1/1 goblins.
No.
That one's fine. It kind of fits into the same
yeah.
scope of my wanting to play Ringleader.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Ephemerate, that's kind of
Ridge Scale Tusker, 3 green for a 5/5, and I believe it puts a +1/+1 counter on each other creature you control.
It does.
It's just how big is it? How much mana?
So
5 mana,
5
5/5.
4/4, right?
Yeah,
It's a
that's
5/5.
fine. Put ETB, put a counter and everything.
Well, that's pretty good.
That's super fair.
I mean, it's fair. It's just pretty good.
It doesn't have any
That's very
evasion
fine.
or anything.
Yeah, that's super fine.
I think the only card on this list that I was just straight no was definitely a rare he put on this list.
What was the rare?
Hypersonic Dragon.
Oh.
Hypersonic Dragon.
Is it
Sonic
the sorceries you control
Yeah,
of Flash?
I
So
don't-
it's 3 blue red for a 4/4 flying haste dragon, and it says you can cast instants as though they were, sorceries as though they were instants.
We just don't have a lot of flying hasters.
Yeah, that's why I'm like no.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I mean,
that's
it's in
too
2
much rare.
colors, but no, that's probably too much.
It's 2 colors, but it's the effect is insane.
Yeah.
Catacombs. I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Oh, so 1 black
Catacombs
green for 2/3. Whenever you whenever it enters the battlefield, make a
Scion?
1/1 Scion, and then you may sacrifice a creature, and you scry
2
one.
scry.
Oh, got you. Yeah. Nah, maybe not.
I mean, it would give us a sacrifice outlet. It is in 2 colors,
Yeah,
but
I'd
it's
probably
already
a little
in
bit
good
much.
colors.
I'm so
Winding
fine with the
Constrictor.
graveyard deck being really good.
Winding Constrictor, black green
Sure.
for 2/3 that
I'm
adds an
gonna
additional
protest this one.
+1/+1 counter to all your triggers and stuff.
It doesn't just a +1/+1 counter. It's whenever you.
Oh, it's any
you
counters,
or a
any-
permanent
yeah,
you
yeah,
control
yeah,
gets
yeah.
a counter.
Yeah, so
I'm gonna veto this one for no, because it only if not for the singular purpose that it helps Poison Storm. Absolutely not.
I'm with that. Electrolyze.
I like it.
1 blue red.
That is
deal 2 damage.
totally
Divided as you
fine.
choose. Draw a card.
Yeah.
No, I think
I'm
it'd be too
into
good.
this.
No.
Yeah, I think it'd be too good.
Absolutely not.
Fire Ice is in the format and sees no play.
Yeah, because it doesn't draw a card.
Yes, it
Fire Ice
does.
literally does draw a card.
Not the 2 damage side of it. You don't get both.
You don't need to.
Yeah,
it's good that it is flexible. It taps a permanent. It's different.
Electrolyze is insane.
Electrolyze is fine.
That card's busted.
The card is not even remotely playable in the one format that it was good in.
Standard?
I was talking about modern. It wasn't even playable in
It
standard.
Was, yes, it was too playable in standard.
What year? Can you point to a year?
I don't even know. Ravnica.
I guarantee you that card was
2004,
not.
2005. Oh, I'm sure that card was everywhere in standard in 2004.
When was it
2005.
printed?
Like 2004,
Look
2005,
What set was it?
2006.
Was it Ravnica?
It was actually in the blue red
No,
Tron deck.
Guild Pact.
We can,
Oh, Guild Pack. Okay.
but we can
okay.
move on.
All right, I'll read
that
another
card
one.
had
It was
to
in.
be
I think it was in the
hella
gift. I think it was in the gifts deck back then.
That card's insanity. That card's modern playable. But
That card is not modern playable. You are absolutely out of your mind if you think that card's modern playable.
we got 4 swears to censor. We're really
it's
putting
all
Thomas
James.
out for his work. I said a B would.
I think Cartel Aristocrat has already been downshifted.
I don't know.
It has not,
Right?
because it would see play. I
Are
think
you
that card is
sure?
actually very strong.
What is cartel?
Yeah, I don't think that card would be okay for the pop.
Maybe I'm thinking of
The card is not.
maybe I'm thinking of something else.
Yeah, that card is not.
What is
I'm
it?
pretty sure that.
I'm
card is
checking
not in the
this.
format.
Will you read it to me? No, it's a comment, dude.
Is it really?
Yeah.
How does that card not see play?
Yeah, dude. I told you. Because there's no
How does that
good,
card
like
not
Because there's
see play?
sacrifice deck.
Especially in white and black. What are you doing? Like what's your goal?
Give me
with
on
this?
burial rights. This card will be good.
Oh,
Give me on burial rights. This card will be good.
it's white black. Sacrifice another creature. It gains protection from the color of your choice to turn. It's a 2-mana.
So if anything, it's like it's a free sack outlet in the format, which is like fine.
we have carrion feeder.
Goreclan Rampager.
Giving the protection's pretty huge too.
2 red
Well, I
green
don't know
for
about
4/4. You can blood rush.
Oh, this card is
red
heater.
green. Discard it. Give creature +4/+4 trample. That's attacking.
I'm not huge on it because I think aggressive decks are. Actually, I do like it because we don't have multicolored aggressive decks, so I think that's cool.
It'd be
Yeah,
cool in that
Goreclan, I
like
like
domain
Goreclan.
deck we were positing.
Domain Zoo and Pauper, that'd be cool.
Oh, yeah.
I did get a message from Andy about that
Give me-
about that very deck.
Wow, give me Wild Nakatl and Step Links, please. Or
and then,
not Step Links, but
last one I'll read off here is Field of Ruin. It's the land you can tap for colorless or 2 tap and sacrifice it to blow up one of your opponent's non-basic lands, and you each get to replace it with a basic.
I think this is fine.
I don't like it because I think the bounce lands being playable and good is cool. And other than the bounce lands, it's like, what are you excited to hit?
Artifact lands.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
there
I
are
would say
better
sharp
ways to
bullet.
hit artifact lands, but I think that this
Yeah.
could be a cool way to it. It could be a fine way to
Oh,
attack
Tron
Poison
lands,
Storm
duh.
and stuff. Tron,
Yeah,
like,
how playable's Tron.
Yeah, exactly. Do we really need to knock Tron and bounce lands
I
down
guess
a
not.
peg right now?
I guess not.
Yeah. I like that one.
James, hit me with another hot take.
We got one right there. You don't have to read the front. Just read is it their first name? What's their? I didn't even see their first name.
Esper. All right, so we got a hot take from Esper.
They said some kind words to the pod too, so thank you, Esper.
All right, hot take is Duress should be in the main deck way more often in black decks. Turn 1 Duress you is a lot more powerful baseline than people think. I agree with you.
Yeah,
I think
I'm in for this.
this brood scale deck proves that.
Yeah, I very much
the
agree.
Golgari one. Yeah.
The number of times that you can absolutely just destroy someone, specifically any of these blue players that keep 1 land ponder, like you just go, cool, take your ponder, you're dead.
Even-
you literally can't play the game.
I like divest a lot too. And a lot, like, depending on the deck you're playing, either main a couple duress or divest, depending on what you're playing. Because on the black white hawk deck, blade hawk,
The tithing blade deck.
tithing blade, black white glint hawk tithing blade. When I was like playing a lot of that before MH3, before Refurbished Familiar, I had 2 duresses in my main board. And I did duress over divest because I played a lot of flyers and I was comfortable taking the Monarch or initiative back fairly easily. But I think a deck like Gardens would benefit more for almost, I got even both because like you can't deal with the.
I was like being able to take
combos.
non-creature spells from Garden seems way more important.
But also, if someone like rushes out the initiative or Monarch against you, can be really hard. So divesting that away from them.
Yeah, but
early,
the fact that you're able to take it back with your own creatures is kind of huge too.
What Garden's owns creatures? You said.
Yeah, with Garden's own creatures because you've already got the Monarch creatures yourself.
Yeah,
Like
that's
Monarch-
true. That's true.
The
that's
Monarch
true,
and
that's
initiative
true.
creatures. I think
Yeah.
in Garden specifically, I think it's huge for Duress.
Yeah, I still like Duress there. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, Duress
I
seems
like
way
that.
better. And then like, Duress protecting these like Glee combo decks is huge too. So no, I don't think that's necessarily a super hot take. I think I agree with you. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Grixis Affinity could snipe a. I guess Grixis Affinity has the counter magic, but I'm like even Grixis Affinity with the Duress, they can
Only
snipe a dust
sometimes,
to
really.
dust. Yeah, that's true. That's true. More so in there. I like that. Yeah, I don't think that's super hot. It's just like so. There's so many good cards people want to play. Is the only pushback.
Yeah, it's out of conventional thinking.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
it's one of
I
those
like
things that people just assume is, oh, this is just the way you do it. But like, there's so many instances where that comes up in Magic, and you're just like, Is that actually true, or is that just what all like the hive mind believes to be true?
Yeah, I like that. I think that's really cool. And I think that's something that you could that could be your signature sauce. Like Luffy was really in love with the Tox analysis in the Grixis Affinity deck, and I think he was like a really, really big contributor in popularizing that. So like that's something you could put your sauce on, be duressing people out there. I like that one. And they also asked if they had a deck list to send to us, if they could send it through our email. Yes, Esper, that is a great place to send that. I think I emailed you back, but yes, please.
Give us another one, Cameron.
I'm out. I just was number 3.
Oh, okay.
I believe there was an extra one sent in.
Dude, I think you emailed the wrong people.
No, I didn't.
Dude, I don't got an email from you, dude. Yeah, that's my logo. Our logo, not my. Gross. Yep. Did it go to spam?
I'm spam.
Dude, that'd be hilarious from this. Dude, it went to spam.
Whoa.
Dude, you're gonna have to.
All right,
you're gonna have to do something with that.
Take.
You're gonna have to do something with that. My manic laughter right there. Why? I think it's because you put the eggplant emoji.
Oh my goodness. That's
what is
so
it,
funny
what does it
if
say?
That's true.
Here, I'll put it on there. That's
all
funny.
Right.
So this is from when we were recording
like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Or no, it was last week.
We were recording last
Yeah.
week. Oh, this isn't what I thought. Sorry. What?
You said I wouldn't do it, and I said I will.
I thought you were going to send something else. Okay.
Oh, no.
The hottest it takes. Sweat, eggplant, water, fire emoji. Sadistic Glee is secretly the best combo deck in Pauper. Don't tell anyone. It's a secret. Shh. Real hot take. I love my co-host. From James Hippo Hieronymus.
Hey.
That's not a hot take.
You're right. It's not a hot take. I just wanted to send it because you said I wouldn't.
It's okay to love people.
I thought you were going to say, Catcher's Monument would be fine in Pauper.
I do.
I was also expecting to know Catcher's Monument bit.
I was too. Yeah, God, is it a hot take to think the deck sucks now?
Oh, after your
I would
3
say
games
that
of
that's
playing.
hotter than thinking it's the best combo deck in the format.
To be fair, I've only played it against Terror, which probably isn't a great matchup. And then I beat Mono Blue like one game. I beat our buddy Austin playing Is It Terror twice, playing it. I think, yeah, that's the only thing. I've only played it against Terror. So that's probably not great testing.
No.
To say if a deck is good or not.
No.
But
I have my own hot take that I learned today.
Ooh,
this isn't a hot take. It's just cool. I don't think you know what hot take means, Hippo.
No, this is a hot take.
Okay. If that's what you're gonna say.
No. I will definitively say that Demon Inferior is better than Boomerang, and I learned why people are playing it today. It did not occur to me until it was in my hands and why it's good.
Tell me the ways.
You have to ask him why, Thomas. Okay, there you go.
So
you got to convince me because I think I'm on Boomerangs right now.
I was in the middle of a brainstorm while playing this Terror deck while Cameron and I were playing earlier, and I looked at Demon Inferior and Thought Scour next to each other, and I'm like, huh. I had an audible Cameron moment of, huh.
A Spencer Cameron moment.
Oh,
What you gotta put two and two
tuck
together.
it in.
See, he just had the same thought I did.
Ah.
Yes.
So what if they just put on the bottom? It's like, whatever.
Like that. I don't know why that did not occur to any of us until now.
It reminds me.
But that's
it
only
reminds
Thought
me of
Scour.
when-
Mental Note can't do that.
I mean, yeah, but the I think it's giving yourself the opportunity cost of doing that, which is very good.
Yeah, that's fair.
And it tug. Either way, it tugging is still good.
Yeah,
I would. When we're playing, me tucking a Writhing Chrysalis is a bigger deal than me boomeranging it.
absolutely.
It reminds me of Pioneer when, like really early Pioneer when Blue Eye Control played Azorius Charm, and you would Azorius Charm a creature on top of a library, and then you'd field to ruin them, and you'd be like, shuffle that away.
Oh, yeah.
It was a 4 shuffle too.
One of my opponents, no, I won't search. I'm like, nah, you're gonna search.
Like you don't have a choice in the matter.
You're gonna search.
But I have Leonin Arbiter out and I can't search.
Any other hot takes? Or are we fresh? I mean, we've been going for 50 minutes, so we could probably go to challenges.
I'm
Unless we got
game
any
to go
other
to
ones.
challenges. Thank you all for sending in some hot takes. These are
That was really
I
fun.
Feel like,
yeah, thank
I
you.
feel like we had a decent range from like some were like a little hotter and some were like actually this is just a good idea.
And I think they were all reasonable.
Yes, yeah,
Except
they were
for
all
Andy's.
reasonable.
Yeah, except for
hot
Andy.
Andy's
takes.
silly nonsense Kim to Turak
Yeah.
sinkhole nonsense.
You should feel bad. That's funny. They were all reasonable, except for Andy. Yeah, that's
But I'm willing to talk crap about Andy because he's our friend.
yeah, me too. But what an awful take, Andy, for real.
Oh my god, you guys!
Just keep digging on, dude. He is so funny. That was one of Hippo's tournaments, like you said, for the team trios. He was your legacy seat. It was
Yep.
Hippo. You were playing Pauper, and
Yeah.
then your friend Derek was playing Modern. And I walk up to Andy, and Andy walks up to me. He's like, "I won my match. Now it's up to the other two morons to figure it out." And he just kept referring to guys. He's like, we'll just be like. And he's like, "Where are my two idiot teammates at?" It was just so funny. He's hilarious.
No, Andy's super funny.
Yeah. I won my match. It's up to my two morons to figure it out. How supportive. Oh my god.
10 out of 10 would team again.
Yeah, 10 out of 10 team again. Well, let's move it over, shall we?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right, let's do it. So our Pauper challenges for the weekend are what? The croissant. Oh, he's
Just
been so
chill
good.
there.
James is in his happy place.
Oh, yeah.
With croissant on his lap. Okay, here we go. Pauper challenge. Friday on September 6th, we had 56 players in 8th place. Select on Mono Red Koldatha. In 7th place, Beso Djea on Mono Blue Terror. In 6th place, Mr. Twin on Mono Red Koldatha. In 5th place, MTG Moneymaker on Grixis Affinity. In 4th place, Broa on White Weenie. We got a top 4 with White Weenie. In 3rd place, Jose Guillermo on Mono Blue Terror. In 2nd place, Carves with a very innovative take on Mono Blue Terror. And in 1st place, Danielakos with Demir Terror with an 8-1 record. So Terror just absolutely crushing it this challenge. Absolutely slaying it. I wanted to chat about the 2nd place list. I still want to give this a try, but I'm likely to just stick with straight up Mono Blue. This list has cut the Carves has cut Delvers and is just playing 4 Sneaky Snackers, along with 2 copies of Foil. Which, for those who don't know, Foil is a counterspell. It costs 2 blue, but you can cast it for free if you discard a card and an island. So with Sneaky Snackers, you can just discard the Snackers. It's pretty sick. And then they have one blue-black tapped island swamp in Contaminated Aquifer. So you can lure and revealed and cast the Snackers if you need to. This is pretty sick.
Mm-hmm. Other than that, they're just relying on Mental Note and Bot Scour to hopefully hit them.
Just like this is kind of more along the lines of a deck that we were talking about. Like if there was something kind of similar to Madness, but more in a blue shell of something that mimics like Pioneer Phoenix of just like cantrip, fill up the yard, get your Phoenixes in the yard. In this case, get your Snackers in the yard. So this is super, super sick. I'm definitely going to give this a try. But I am without a extra testing, I'm unlikely to swap from this for energy. But it's super, super sick. I love this technology.
Maybe just play it at the cave. And cave is always a good test run for Saturday.
It's true. Yeah, I have everything I need except for foils. So if James, if you got the foils, I might have one. I think I might have one. I'll know for sure Friday.
Did that card come out in Dom remastered?
No,
I don't know. I'll have to check that one out.
Actually,
I was like, I think it might have. If so, I might have more than one.
Cool.
Jay has one of my foil. I have one foil and Jay has it because it's in Dan.
Nice.
I know the Game Cave has a foil.
There you go.
Which is kind of cool.
Anything else y'all want to chat about from the Friday challenge?
Yes, actually.
Oh, go for it, Jim.
So I think there is a list in this top 8 that will be what I am playing on, at minimum for NRG, but probably for Cave as well.
Well, don't tease us. What list?
Oh, it's the first place list. Danielakis' list.
Yeah, that's Demir Terror.
Yeah,
with the
list.
Villages.
Yeah.
Philology archaeologist.
I think
yeah.
so. My reasoning for this is, it beats it. It pretty easily beats the mirror because of having removal spells. That's pretty huge. And then it beats up on the root skill decks because it just has nice pieces of interaction via counter spells and removal spells. And it has a good aggressive matchup because it has access to the unexpected things, as well as access to like wraths such as like suffocating fumes or drown in sorrows and so on and so forth. But yeah, I think that's my my choice for this weekend.
You say it beats up on the mirror?
Well, I'm saying it has a better chance than the mirror. It's not going to beat up on the mirror.
So they, over the whole challenge weekend, Mono Blue faced a Mirror Terror 14 times.
Mm-hmm.
Want to give me a guesstimate? Did you already look at the data?
No, I mean, I did, but I don't remember what it was.
It was 7-7. It was straight
Ooh.
even. Which, again, like 14 matches, it's not... Like 14 matches is bigger than what we normally get for the weekend. Yeah.
Yeah, it is a pseudo mirror. So, I mean, I think just giving yourself...
Like, Mono Blue just going like terror.
Also, like...
Spell Pierce is fine.
Yeah, well,
Like,
I'm not saying it isn't. I'm
but,
just saying I want to give myself...
Mhm.
If there is a bunch of terror, I think I want to give myself the
you
better chance of a leg up on the matchup.
You'd feel more comfortable having all that removal.
Having more removal spells, having access to all these, these things.
And you could make it better. Did this list have any sack effects mainboard? It was playing.
I don't think so.
It was playing 0 sack effects. So maybe that's something you want to
There's some things that I crossed my mind as far as like maybe a swap here and there, but like nothing crazy.
Because you still like it's important to have that target removal because I don't think Brood Scale will be non-existent at the NRG.
I agree.
And
I don't think it'll be non-existent even at our locals.
Yeah.
Correct.
So I like that. Just one note here. It's kind of funny. A couple weeks ago or post MH3, we're talking about like the green takeover. It's like, oh my gosh, like this meta
Now it's the blue
or like
takeover.
this top 8 just had like so much green in it or whatever. And now it is the blue top 8. That's funny.
He is eating my wristband.
There's like two more Mono Blue Terror lists in top 16. There's 2 of these, the new Dimir control lists in top 16. Like these style decks are putting up some numbers.
Yeah, they're very, very strong. Turns out counterspells backed up by a good threat is good.
Who knew?
It's a tried and true recipe. I don't know if anybody's
Saturday?
Will you say Saturday? By the way, you go Saturday.
I don't know the song, but we've been over this.
I know. One day, I'll play it for you.
Oh no, Thomas can't yell. This is gonna suck.
You're gonna go oh, dude, you can't. How are you gonna do this?
It's okay.
Oh.
We'll get there.
I got you.
All right, okay, yeah. James can sub in for me. Okay, cool. Great, cool. Thanks. Glad we chatted.
Oh,
about
you guys
this.
can do it together.
No, we can do it.
All right.
You
Oh yeah.
All
You guys
three of us.
do it together. All right.
All
I'm
three
gonna
of us.
read it off. All right.
Saturday.
You go. Saturday.
We'll figure it out.
Oh my goodness. Saturday, September 7th. We got 49 players in our Saturday challenge. In 8th place, Muka33 on Jund Glee combo. In 7th place, Palvoval on Jund Gardens. In 6th place, Discovern on Mono Blue Terror. In 5th place,
Luffy Do Shapala. I messed it up.
Yeah, you did.
Depala.
Grixis
Grixis Affinity.
Oh my god, they were.
Thank you, boys. In 4th place, Elvis 10 on Mono Red Koldatha. In 3rd place, Ixidor29 on Dimir Control. In 2nd place, Banduz on Mono Blue Fairies. And in 1st place, with an 8-1 record, Tyrube 1618, busting out Old Faithful of Cycling Storm. We got a pure combo win on Saturday. And unless there was a split that I'm unaware of, besting the counterspell tempo deck in Mono Blue Fairies in the finals. That's pretty impressive.
I imagine that Tyrube has a lot of experience in that matchup because sure they've been playing this deck for a long time. Yeah. So they probably know how to navigate the matchup.
They do have a couple of Pyroblasts among other things. Darkness is actually probably pretty good.
I imagine they probably at least one of the games in the finals was won by just turn 2 putting a Drannith Stinger into play. I would imagine that is the case.
It looks like the Mono Blue Fairies. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go for it. We'll talk about fairies.
Okay.
Because that's
Yeah,
that's a return. We haven't seen that deck.
Yeah,
yet.
yeah. So the mono blue
did
fairies
it come back
list,
last week?
This week it's in second. I mean, I think it placed somewhere last week, but this is the bigger one than last week.
Got you. I couldn't remember.
think.
Sorry.
I don't know. Anyway, so
I
the
also
now.
believe so.
so in the fairies sideboard in second place, they've got 3 copies of Jace's Phantasm, which is the 1-mana 1/1 flyer that if your opponent has 10 or more cards in their graveyard, it's a 5/5. I still really like that as tech for terror. If you just like don't want to spend resources dealing with the graveyard because you think you've got like, thanks to like counter spells and spell stutter sprite, you kind of have like the other graveyard decks kind of, you can kind of counter whatever their broken combo pieces are, except for apparently in the finals of this tournament. But the Jace's Phantasms let you have a plan against terror that doesn't deal with like the graveyard. It doesn't play into dispel or annul or spell pierce or any of that. It's just a 5/5 flyer. I really like this card.
I like the play in the main. The main board's really interesting too. It's playing 4 Snare Master sprites for a blue. You get that 1/1 flyer. It's a fairy, and when it enters the battlefield, you may pay 2 when you do tap target creature opponent controls and put a stun counter on it. So baseline, it's a 1/1 flyer if you need to be on a 1. Also,
I know our friend Jay was really high on that card when it was first spoiled for this deck.
job,
So it's cool to see that it actually does something.
And it really cares about having the early flyers because it is playing the 4 spell start or 4 Moon Circuit Hackers and 4 Ninja of Deep Hours and 4 Brian Burrow Intruders. Though that's not a ninjutsu card, you are playing 4 of 1 mines, so you care about having a non-human and a human to turn on the discounted draw, which is really interesting. Which really caught my eye about this list is playing the 4 snaps, which I think
that was what it used to be.
was that normal before.
Yeah, because you just do it to your spell star sprite.
It's very like snap is a modal spell in this deck where you could either bounce an opponent's creature or like Hippo said, you could bounce your own spell setter sprite and then use it as a counter spell, which is really cool. You said that card was called Weak Stone Subjugation, Thomas?
No, the Jace's Phantasm is the one I was talking about.
Oh, you're talking about the... Oh, my bad with my head.
Where are you?
Sorry, I was reading as they were saying that. I do like the 2 Weak Stone Subjugation in this sideboard as well. So it's for a singular blue. A blue. 1 blue. That 1 blue makes it sound like it costs 2 mana. Blue, enchantment aura. Enchant artifact or creature. Oh my gosh. Weak Stone Subjugation, blue, enchantment aura. Enchant artifact or creature. When Weak Stone Subjugation enters the battlefield, you may pay 3. If you do, tap enchanted permanent. Enchanted permanent doesn't untap during its controller's untap step. Close enough. I like this because if someone just starts with a bridge versus like another annul, you can just play this on their bridge and it's like, cool, that doesn't untap. Or if they tap a normal artifact land, it's like, cool, that doesn't untap.
Yeah.
So this is like really cool for nuking
It's a nice
artifact lands.
land destruction spell.
Yeah, because like normally the strategies of like other decks, green and white for affinity is just like I'm just gonna exile their land. So this can kind of do that with annuls and Weak Stone Subjugation. So that's pretty cool. And Steel Sabotages. So yeah, you're not
really
short
cool.
of messing up their artifact lands at all in the mono blue deck. I have no other notes on this list. I did want to move it. Sorry, my phone is... There it goes. I did want to look at the Dimir control list. I think it was interesting. It's just playing the 2...
list.
Yeah. Is it... No, Ixidor. 29.
I understand, but that's
Is this Hamuda?
Hamuda's list.
No, Hamuda was playing something really goofy, weren't they?
Well, Hamuda is part of the conglomerate that has popularized this Dimir control deck, is what we're saying.
Okay, yeah. Hamuda was playing the Rakdos Madness card, though. The Imp.
Kitchen Imp.
Yeah, this is not playing Kitchen Imp, thankfully.
But it's the same deck, though.
Yeah, other than that. Yeah, like 2 Terrors I thought was interesting, too, just because it's like you're it's like there just to end the game. That's like your in-game threat. 1 Thorn, so it's like you're not going to see that every game. And like 1 Murmuring Mystic. But you do have a lot of dig, obviously. Here's a normal deck. I just thought the threat spread was pretty interesting. That is all. Shall we?
Let's do it.
Shall we move it?
To
A Heaped Harvest and
Sunday.
Jund. That's all I had to say. Sorry.
Nice. I like Heap
The
Harvest.
Jund Gardens deck. Yeah. It could be, maybe if you have like Snuff Out Spring Darkness, like you can tap out for this. It's kind of interesting. It's good enough
Love
for
it.
standard, man.
It's true.
which
So is
is
Carrot
lower,
Cake.
which is lower power level. Yeah, man.
All right, Sunday, September 8th. We've got 68 players in our challenge on Sunday. In 8th place, Mago on Mono Red Koldatha. In 7th place, Tryhard Mull on Mono Red Koldatha. Koldatha having a solid showing this weekend, too. Again, we keep kind of glazing over Mono Red, but it continues to have solid showings. In 6th place, Campo on Mono Blue Fairies. 7-0 going into top 8 and then lost in top 8. So a little shout out there. Carrot Eater in 5th place with Is It Terror. In 4th place, Bernardoxa on Mono Blue Fairies. In 3rd place, 8 Salazar 8 on Jund Glee Combo. In 2nd place, Poker's Wizard on Mono Blue Fairies. And in 1st place, Tiago Fuguete with a 9-1 record on the Golgari version of the Brood-Scale Glee Combo. They're running the Nadier's Nightblade as their infinite engine of choice. It's the 3-mana creature that drains when tokens leave the battlefield. And also playing the Last Rites technology that we discovered a couple weeks ago.
Pick
yeah,
up that
it's
card
Glee.
while you can.
Last rates?
Yeah.
What is that? You think it's going to spike up?
No, I'm just kidding. I think it's very good in the deck.
Yeah, I'm like,
It just turns redundant, just like redundant or useless cards in your hand into actual an actual effect, which is pretty sweet.
I wonder why only the Golgari version plays the Last Rites, because I feel like in the short games that we played Hippo, I would have liked the Last Rites.
I feel like the Jund version just does other things that you don't need it, because this is this version's way more all in, right? So you the game has a better chance of you finding something and keeping something more things in your hand against this black green version to stop them. Let me finish. I know you're chomping at the bit. To let them finish,
Hey, Mom.
I can see you. I can just tell. So the black green version is gonna have way more opportunities for you to have a chance to stop them, because there's fewer threats for them to deal with. Yes, they have way more ways to protect it, like Duress, the Last Rites, these Tameo safekeepings, and so on and so forth. But you have more relevant cardboard, actual relevant pieces of cardboard in the Jund version that you just want to cast those cards. So
yeah,
but
Cleansing Wildfire, Writhing Chrysalis, those eat up a lot of slots.
To counterpoint that though, I rewatched that little TikTok clip you made, Thomas, of when Sadistic Glee first popped up, and I'm like, oh, I just don't think that, reading it for the MH3 spoilers, that I'm I just don't think that having the enchantment is a little clunky in a mid-range deck, in a fair game deck. And we kind of saw that play out a little bit, Hippo, you and I. A lot of these combo pieces can be clunky, especially in a Jund deck when you're trying to maybe push in with Writhing Chrysalis and stuff. In the games that we played, when Writhing Chrysalis mattered, you just countered Writhing Chrysalis or bounce Writhing Chrysalis. Or if you have a bunch of kill spells, you can just kill Writhing Chrysalis. If you were playing Dimir instead of Mono Blue, if you're playing Dimir, maybe you let the Chrysalis resolve instead of countering it, and then snuff out the Chrysalis, and you can figure out how to deal with 2 spawns or whatever. But if I had a Last Rites there, even when the game cared about Chrysalises and not the combo, and I had the other stuff going on, I don't have the other stuff going on, like you're saying, I have more relevant pieces of cardboard.
It's also a 3-mana card in your deck that's trying to cast other bigger cards like Writhing Chrysalis.
Yeah, but
so I think in the Jund version, I think you're way more interested in Duress.
But you do get there with other cards like Writhing Chrysalis. Maybe the first one gets countered, it ramps me 2, and early Cleansing Wildfire. There's definitely slots where I think the games we played it would have been useful, just so I could stick a Writhing Chrysalis.
Yeah, I guess I think that's where I like copies of Duress more.
Mm-hmm. And maybe a Duress would have just done the same thing.
Because Duress is just obviously it's more mana efficient. You're looking to your deck is way more willing to play a game that's not about resolving exactly one threat. Yes, the name of the deck is the Jund Glee deck, right?
But wasn't our conclusion from our games, wow, this deck did nothing?
Yeah, I'm just saying your deck. Your deck's just trying to do other things that are not just this singularly trying to put A plus B onto the battlefield to win the game. Like
Yeah.
you can win the game with other ways.
I could play other really bad cards.
I mean, right? I mean, you're just another Writhing Crystal Stick. But anyways,
You're just like all the other Writhing Crystal
you're
stacks.
just another Writhing Crystal Stick.
Paint me like when you're Writhing Chrysalises.
So, yeah, again, I think it's just due to like the mana value on that card. I think is kind of the hindrance on why I would not want it in the Jund version.
A lot of mono blue.
There's a lot of blue decks in this weekend.
Between Terror and Fairies.
But funny enough,
Blue is crushing it.
I was like, but funny enough, two of the weekend's winners were combo decks.
Oh yeah,
into this
that's
pile of blue decks.
Yeah, that is true. They persevered.
They don't,
probably because
they
that
can't
last
have it
right's-
every time.
I'm not saying it's not a good
Yeah,
card.
I'm just giving you a crap. I'm gonna bring y'all's attention way down to top 16. We see it says mono blue tempo by Zenith 777,
It's familiar.
and it's a Dimir deck. It's not mono blue. They're also playing the 4 Sneaky Snackers, but they cut the foils, and their only way to get rid of them are milling them naturally with the Thought Scour and Mental Notes, and then you still have the black source to count or cast them. That being the only black cards, but they were also playing 4 Disrupt, which is the
Yeah. Like actually, I'm gonna save this list because if I want to try Snackers, I might try something like this because I also picked up Disrupts. So like, why not try them both and see how it feels? And it's only playing the
there you
2
go.
Demon Furier, so I can kind of like test run those. But we'll see when we get there. But no, I like this going back up to 4 Cryptic Serpent. The other one with 3 Cryptic Serpent, I was like, you can probably still run the 4th one. Like it's still probably pretty good. But I can understand the hesitation. Yeah, Disrupt is sweet. More people should play Disrupt. It cantrips. It's a kind of force spike that cantrips.
Any
I'm
other
excited.
thoughts?
I'm just excited to play some islands in Louisville. That's what I'm
excited to see
excited
some
for.
karaoke.
I'm also excited to play some islands currently in Louisville.
There we go.
I'm excited to play some islands on Saturday,
Hell
or
yeah.
maybe
We're a bunch of islanding boys.
I'm either gonna play Mono Blue Terror or Jund. What's it called? Glee combo.
Glee? Yeah.
Cool.
What
Love
are
it.
y'all thinking? What are y'all thinking for the most important event, the Pauper Monthly at the game?
Pauper
Cave?
Monthly. Oh,
It is pretty
I'll be
important.
playing an iteration of Mono Blue, and whether I'll try Sneaky
Just to run it,
Snackers
yeah.
and see how they feel.
I like that. That's,
Yeah,
I think
kinda
it's
like
smart
that
to
idea.
play what you're gonna play on
Yeah,
Sunday.
I'm probably just gonna play the same deck. I'll probably play this blue black
And
terror list.
if y'all don't perform super well with it, don't let it shy you away from playing it Sunday.
No. I mean,
Unless you just were miserable.
No,
I mean, I'm gonna bring myself a backup to play anyways. So
And I've been like playing. I've been running it through a couple leagues. I 4-1 a league the other day, and just like it's just felt great. Like just like playing a little bit here and there just to get ready. I'm excited. I'm excited.
Hell yeah. Any other closing thoughts?
Oh, come to Louisville. Come play Pauper with us. That's it.
come battle with us. Come say hi.
And if you made it this far, thank you so much for listening. If you enjoy what we do, tell everybody about it, including your mother and your friends' mothers. But not their fathers. Unless they play Magic, we can go for it. Leave us a review and a comment, Dooski. Comment or Rooski. We like them. Like I said, we keep getting more reviews on my Spotify, so that number going up makes me happy. Comments, you can leave them on Spotify now and as well as like Apple Podcasts and stuff. So keep doing that. We appreciate it. If you have any questions for us, you can email them to at commongroundmtgpod@gmail.com. If you would like to send us more hot takes, go for it, because that was pretty fun. If just whatever, if you have thoughts about, we love reading your thoughts. So I want to know what y'all think about the format whenever, if you ever just have like a scolding hot take or just thoughts on the meta, or it's like, man, I just started my Pauper League 03. I need a vent. Hit that email. It's in the description.
I think there was a friend of ours that had that occur this week.
Yeah, they did. They're not listening right now. It's way too late. We're so in deep the episode. There's no way they made it. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
Like and
See
subscribe.
y'all in
Ring the
Louisville.
bell.
Comment, like, and subscribe.
Comment, like, and
Goodbye,
subscribe.
everyone. You should have seen my face when I had that moment of Demon Inferior plus Thought Scour.
Yeah.
Huh.
That's quite clever. I don't know why I never thought of that. I literally never thought of that.
The fact that it took us all that long to figure it out is insane. It was like we look at these cards every week. It just took us that long.
Oh, us.